Hello? Can you hear me? All right. Because I'm not trying to be on here, I see your names anymore, much longer. Anybody else who writes any nonsense on there, I'm letting you know I'm going to go back, I'm going to replay it, and you're going to get an automatic 0. Like, I'm going to give you a 0. Terry, I suggest you stop and just listen. Like, I don't know what you guys got going on, but you're supposed to be writing these answers down because, like I said, I'm not accepting this unless it's completely done. I don't know what you guys got going on. I'm going to go ahead and move back to number 8. I'm going to rewrite it. And I hope you know all of my comments stay there for 2 days and they're recorded. So keep on. A lot of you guys, I'm going to go ahead and screenshot and send it to your parents because I don't know what you guys got going on. Oh, don't try to retract comments now. I see you guys retracting. All right. I got you. Thank you for the number. All right. You guys ready? We're on number 8. 8. Kamari, 8. Do you see it? Do you guys see it? Okay. All right. For number 8, what you do is these are intervals. So you're going to go ahead, highly recommend when you get this to cross out whatever number you just put into that interval. So for 0 through 9, you're going to cross out any 0 through 9s, and then you're going to go ahead and just put them here. So 0 through 9, you have 2. So that interval is going to go to 2. 10 to 19, you have 2. 20 to 29, you have 2. Anybody confused on what I'm doing? 30 to 36, you have, 30 to 39, you have 1. 40 to 49, you have 1. 50 to 59, you have 0. And then, I don't need you guys to write your names again. I got them the first time. And then, okay, 20 to 29, you have 3. Hold on. Josiah said I have 3. Josiah, 20 to 29, all I have is 21 and 28. Do you see that? 21 and 28. So it's 2. Okay. And then 60 plus, you have 2. So you make your intervals, and then when you make your intervals, see how I'm going to go ahead and erase this. I'm going to go make my chart. I can't make the entire chart, but I'm going to try to. All right. So with histograms, guys, remember that there's no space. So when you make your histograms, do not make any space between the intervals. So 0 to 9, you're going to go ahead and it's going to go up to 2. Let's say that there was a 2. Typically, there'll be like a line up here. So this will be 1, 2, 3, and so on and so on. So you'll go to 2. For 10 and 19, you'll make 2. So from here, it'll say 10 and 19. There's going to be no space, and you're going to take up the whole area. 2. For 20 to 29, it's going to be another 2. 30 to 39, you're going to go down to 1. And so on. Do you guys see that? Anybody confused on this before I move on? Just remember, make a note to yourself. If you see a histogram, there's no space in between the intervals. Make sure they're connected. That's the difference between histograms and bar graphs. There cannot be space. All right, what's don't write another number. I'm just choose out of the list. All right, next one's going to be uh, that was 8. Kamar, you're saying you don't understand or you have a question? What are you saying? All right, let's do 23. Who's Tron 420? Who is that? Who put their mother's number out there? 23. Oh, that's Chase? Okay. All right, let's do number 45 for whoever needed number 45. All right, so with number 45, this is one that you want to go ahead and make one of the graphs. Hold on, my markers. Now, keep in mind, there's 2 ways to do this. I would just personally do it the long way where I take a second for number 45. I'm just going to make a graph. It'll be a quick graph. I'm going to go ahead and plot. I'm going to go ahead and plot 5, -8. So that would be somewhere over here. Go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So 5, -8 would be somewhere down here. If you were on FSA, I highly recommend you make the lines in the back. Yeah. You use graph paper, but you can't use it on FSA. So it'll be 5, -8, and then all you're going to do is 9 units to the left. So you're going to count this way, 9 units this way. What did you guys get when you got 9 units? What was the new point? What can't you see, Tyron? This one is not a graph. This one you make your own graph. On number 45, what did you guys get for the new coordinate? All right, somebody said -2, -8. Let's check. Yeah, it should be -4, not +8, -4, -8, because you're going this way. To the left will put you down here. It's somewhere right here. So -4, -8 right here. Okay. All right, next one. That was 45. All right, for 22, the inequality of x is less than 50. All right, Kamari, that's fine. All you have to do for x is less than 50. Remember, anytime you have an inequality, you just go to the number. So we're going to go to 50. Let me see. How does it look on your paper? All right, so 50 is right here. We're going to put an open circle, and we're going to shade in the direction that the arrow is pointing in. So the arrow is pointing that way. This is number 22. 22. Number 22. All right. So we put the open circle on 50 because that's the number there. And then we're going to go ahead and shade in this direction. All right, let's do the least common multiple and the greatest common factor. I know you know greatest common factors, but let's just make sure least common multiple, because I have a feeling you're going to see that tomorrow. All right, least common multiple. Which question is that? That's question. All right, do not get them confused. Question number 49. Go to 49, 7, and 12. So if they're asking for least common multiple versus greatest common factor, first of all, least common multiple is usually going to be a bigger number because just like it sounds, it's multiplying. And then greatest common factor is division. All right, so we have for number, we're going to do number 49. So you have 7 and 12. So what you don't have to make your least common multiple chart, but I'm going to. So if you have 7 and 9, what you're going to do is on the top, do times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you're going to go ahead and multiply. So you're going to go ahead and do 7 times 1, 7 times 2, 7 times 3. We're just going to the top. 7 times 4, 7 times 5. And then you'll do the same thing with 9. 9 times 1, 9 times 2, 9 times 3, 9 times 4. So what's my least common multiple? Somebody give me the answer. What's the answer, guys? Oh, it's 7 and 12. Sorry. 7 and 12. All right, my bad. Thank you. 7 and 12. Okay, so what's the answer? Who 27, 12 times nothing gives you 27, so it can't be 27. You just have to think nothing, 12 times nothing gives you 63. It would have to make sense. All right. So whatever number, this is why you make your chart and just make sure you actually know your numbers. So you would just actually go through and multiply. So we're going to do 12 times 1, 12 times 2, 12 times 3, 12 times, and you're going to keep going on. It's 84, guys. Do you guys need me to give you another one of these? Because I see a lot of wrong answers, and this is going to be on there tomorrow. Should be 84. Do you need another one? Okay. Let's do a simple one. Least common multiple of... All right, we're going to do a least common multiple of 3. Okay, 3 and 12. All right, so 3 times 1 gives you 3. 3 times 2 gives you 6. 3 times 3 gives you 9. 3 times 4 gives you 12. And then you'll just go ahead and do the ones down here. 12 times 1 gives you 12. 12 times 2 gives you 24. I mean, obviously, you can stop at this point because you see you have 2 12s. And so your least, yes, 12. All right, good job. It obviously might be a longer one, but just make sure you know how to do it. All right, at this point, retell me the numbers you need. At this point, just go ahead and tell me the numbers that you need so I can rewrite them. Because I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to. What numbers do you need? All right, Tyrant, once you write a number, just stop. All right, I got your 46. Okay. What numbers do you guys need? I have 46. Now, the 2 that were repeated, I know they were repeated. That's fine. Just give me the answer twice. 47, 23, 2. 46, 47, and 61, 32. I told you to cross out 2, guys. I already told you to cross out 2. 26, 61, and 34. All right, I have 10 more. I'm going to do those 10 and then okay. Let's go 26. Oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't done one like this. Go to 26. Write an expression to represent the sum of 3 consecutive integer numbers. All right, an expression to represent the sum of 3 consecutive integer. I'm sorry, 3 consecutive integer numbers. By any chance, did anybody get this? Consecutive means back to back to back. All right, did anybody get this? This is number 26. And remember, writing an expression, we're not solving. Did anybody get it? What do you have? All right. So, all right. So it's not a specific number. They're saying write an expression that, and they want the smallest number to be n. Okay. So your smallest number is n, so that we know our first number is n. 3 consecutive numbers would be something like 1, 2, and 3, or 5, 6, and 7, back to back to back. So make it as simple as you need to make it. So if our first number is n, that's already one number. So if we do n plus 1, let's say the n imaginary, let's imagine it was 1, but n plus 1 would give us 2. All right, and then n plus 2 would give us 3. So we just have to take all of those and put them together. So it's not going to just be one of them. You would put n plus 1 plus n plus 2. It can't be just n plus 2 because then you have to get all 3 numbers, okay? N plus n plus. Whose question was this? This was Alana's? All right, pay attention. I'm going to say one more time. They told you that the number is n, okay? They told you the number is n. So we don't know what number that is, and we need to make them consecutive. It didn't say consecutive. Did it say? It just said 3 consecutive numbers. Sometimes it'll say 3 consecutive odd numbers, and then that's when you would do like n plus 2 and then n plus 4, okay, to get the odd numbers. But this didn't say consecutive odd numbers. It just said consecutive numbers. So we're going to do n. N is your smallest number, as they told you. They said the smallest of which is n. To get, let's pretend n was 1. All right. How do we get to 2? N plus what would get us to 2? It would be, ignore that, it would be n plus 1 would get us to 2. Okay, so that's just saying n was 1. Let's say, and then how do we get to 3? We would say that n plus 2 would get us to 3. It would work any way that you want to put it. Even if you said n was 5, let's say you said n was 5. Let's insert 5 for n, and then 5 plus 1 would get us 6, and then 5 plus 2 would get us 7. All right, or it could be if it was 10, if n was 10. 10 plus 1 would give us 11. Then 10 plus 2 would give us 12. Whose question was this? Do you get this, whoever's question it was? It's not a number. It's not asking for a number. It's asking for an expression. Okay. All right. Now, granted, it could have been, no, actually, it should have been this. It just should have been. Okay. Do you guys need this or you're good? All right, I'm moving on. The next one was, I did 26. Let's do 46. Who said 46? Okay. All right, Alora, that would be right if they're asking for three numbers, but they're asking for numbers. They're saying that represent the smallest number as n. They told you to put n, so you can't put 5, 6, 7. You would have to put n plus 1 to get. So if you start it with 5, n could be 5, and then n plus 1. Do you guys need me to explain it again? Okay. Number 46. Chicago, Illinois. We did this. Oh, we did this in class, I thought. Number 46. Chicago, Illinois has an elevation of 600 feet above sea level. All right. So I'm going to put Chicago is 600 feet. That's plus 600. The elevation of Desert Shores, California is negative 200. Select all the true statements. Okay. Somebody says C and D, but let's just check. Desert Shores is, this is Desert Shores. Desert Shores is above sea level. That's not true. It is negative is below sea level. Desert Shores is at sea level. That's not true. So it's not B, not A, not B. Desert Shores is below sea level. It would be C. The difference in the elevation is less than 600 feet. That's not true. The difference is not less than 600. The difference in the elevations is 600 feet. No, the difference in the elevation is more than 600 feet. Okay, should be C and F. Shouldn't be, if you got D, all right, for whoever got D, the difference in elevation is less than 600 feet. You got to think of the vertical number lines, all right? So let's say it should be C and F. This is 0, 600's up here, and then negative 200 is down here. From 600 to 0 is 600. Remember, it's distance. And then from 0 to negative 200 is 200. So when you add those together, the distance is actually 800. This is number 46. Do you guys understand? 46. Do we get that one? Okay. Which one's negative? But one is negative? Oh, okay. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're thinking that you're subtracting. Mia, distance is not negative, so it doesn't, it's different if we were adding, but it's not negative when it's distance. We're just saying how far is negative 200 from 0. So remember, it's like absolute value. Distance is never negative. At the end of the day, the distance between that is 200. It's like if I walk forward 5 steps, I'm just walking forward 5 steps. If I walk back 5 steps, I'm still walking back 5 steps. It's not a negative 5. It's just 5. Okay? So we're counting the distance. So when you have this, if you have one of these on FSA, make a vertical number line. All right, let's do, you guys keep bothering me about this 32. Let me do 32. 26. Okay, 30. Oh my gosh, we did one like this. 32. Coefficient means what? Coefficient is what, guys? We did this already. It was on the mock test. And so we have an expression of this one's very easy, so make sure you're paying attention so you don't get this one wrong. All right. Coefficient is the number in front of the variable, okay? The number in front of the variable. So right here, this doesn't even have a variable. I mean, if they want to, technically they can put 3, but it doesn't even have a variable. Variable is a letter, all right? So right here, 2 is in front of the x, so this would be a coefficient of 2. This C would actually be a coefficient of 4. This would be a coefficient of 3. It's whatever number is attached to a letter. So it should be B. Those are your easy points. So make sure you know coefficient, the number in front of the letter, or the number in front of the variable. We're good? B? Do you guys need like a snack break or something? Or you just want to keep going until we can finish? Do we need like a 5-minute break? 2-minute break? Snacks? I mean, I can't give you snacks. Do you want like a break really quick is what I'm saying. All right, Malia, I got you 34. All right, let's do get back on at 6:30. My mama called me. All right, guys. All right, 6 up yo. You just got a 0. Who's 6 up yo, guys? Who's that? All right, let's just get back on in 3 minutes then. 6:25. All right. All right. 6:25. You guys want to see my dog? Come here, Zena. Come here. Come on. Come here, girl. You should be on your break though. Yeah, you can talk. Now you can talk to each other. Go ahead. Come on, girl. Say hi. Say hi. Look, say hi, girl. Not 10 minutes. I said 6:30. All right, I'm done reading your comments. Oh my gosh, y'all. All right. 34. I'm gonna do like maybe 10 more, and then I'm gonna go, like maybe 5 or 10 more. 10? Is 10 enough? How many more, guys? And then I'm gonna be done. How many more? About how many more? 10? 10 sounds good. Okay. The rest, how many do you have, Carlos? 100? Not happening. All right, we're gonna do don't y'all want to go to sleep early so that you can be ready for tomorrow? That's what you need to do. Remember, if you put your head down tomorrow, you get 0 points. Hold on, I'm looking. Okay, 34. All right, skip 34. I see why you were saying skip that one. That's a whole concept we haven't reviewed. All right, Malia, I think that was Malia's. Malia's put skip 34. Let's do 23. All right, let's do 23. 23 is 8x equals 35. It's an equation, so there's just going to be one answer. That says 8 times x. So if you're solving for x, you're going to go ahead and isolate your variable. Go ahead and circle it. Then read it to yourself. It says 8 times x, and you're going to divide. Chris, look at this boy in the backyard. And then you're going to divide it by 8. And then you're going to do 35 divided by 8. And then you'll do the math, and they're saying Josiah and whoever Tealtubby is saying they got 4.375. This is 23. Sydney, are you confused? Melina, you're a little bit late, so you're going to have to go back and watch the whole thing. Sydney, are you confused? Oh, Alexandra, okay. The packet is 126 points, Terry. All right, unless it tells you Tyrant to round, do not round, keep solving. Tomorrow's not a day you want to round. Unless it says round to a certain place value, don't round tomorrow. All right, so we're good with this? Okay. Y'all keep thinking it's funny, but tomorrow when I go through all these comments and you have a 0 out of 40 points because you want to talk about you're confused how you drop taco sauce, keep on. All right, that was 23. For 47, somebody said 47. It says, if you go to 47, it says Desert Shores, California is located at an elevation that is below sea level. Remember, below sea level is anything below 0. So if it's below 0, that means it has to be a negative number. So it can't be A, 600 feet. That's a positive number. It can't be B, 500 feet. It can only be C. Yeah, good job, guys. Good job, Mia. It cannot be D where it says 0. That is sea level. All right. Somebody said number 2, but I already told you guys to cross out number 2. So let's go to 61. Okay, this is a percent problem. I thought I reviewed this on Friday with some of you guys. I think maybe 632. So 632. Do you remember how we set up percent problems? Was it 632? It was one. Go ahead and set it up with part over whole equals percent over 100. You should be solving anytime you see a percent problem where they're asking you what is the percent or how much of this, go ahead and solve using that setup. If you don't remember that setup, you're going to have to try to remember it by tomorrow in case it's on the test tomorrow. Go ahead and solve and tell me what you get. This is number 61. All right, Alana said 90. Did we all get 90? Should have been set up like this. And then you cross multiply. All right, I understand you still got percent problems, but you have to get it by tomorrow because there will be a percent problem tomorrow. So go ahead and set it up and solve for it. When you get these, the other classes, I didn't tell you how to do this, so make sure you're paying attention. You're going to cross multiply. When you set up part over whole equals percent over 100, you cross multiply. Malia, check your work because it shouldn't be 60. You should set it up this way. It should be X is the part. We don't know the part. They tell us that usually it's 300 meters. So 300 is the total or the whole. 30% is a percentage they give us, and it's always over 100. Cross multiply when you have percent problems. So 30 times 300 is 9,000. And then X times 100 is 100 and X. And then the last thing we're going to do, since we're solving for X, wherever your X is at is what you're going to solve for. You're going to go ahead and divide this by 100. And then you're going to divide this by 100. Remember, if you're dividing numbers that end in the zeros, all you need to do when you're dividing is just cancel them out. You can only do that with numbers in the zeros. 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's how we get 90. Caleb, are you saying you don't understand that? Or are you good? Okay. Okay. Who's confused? Are we good or you need me to do this again? All right. Next one, I'm going to do 61. That was 61. Well, since you guys say you understand it, go to 60 and tell me, go ahead and do 60. Make sure you got that one. What's your answer? Because that's also a percent problem. Never mind. No, it's not. Never mind. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to... All right. Somebody do 46. All right. These are the ones I have left. If you don't have these, tell me. I have... If you need another one, I'm going to say the ones that I have, and then I might add a couple more, but if you need another one, let me know. 32, 60, 34, 42, and 46. $60. Okay, I got it. All right, for 60, if it says, all right, 51 and 42. Abigail, are your questions done? I have 32, 60, 34, 42, 46, 51, and 42. And then 55. And then I'm going to end it there. Guys, this isn't due till Wednesday. That's fine, Laura. Go ahead. This isn't due to Wednesday. This is just if, like, at this point, just let me know the ones you don't need. All right, I'm going to keep on. All right, 32. I already did 32. That's the one with the coefficient. The coefficient was 2. So I'm going to go to 60. I told you guys to cross out 34. Don't do 34. Okay, go to It does say Monday, but then I told everybody it was Wednesday because I want you to keep it for FSA. So remember you have FSA Monday and Tuesday. So when you're done on Monday, I want you to go home and review some of the questions. All right. For 42, go to 42. All right, drag the 3 points to the correct locations on the coordinate grid, and it says the point A, comma B is shown on the coordinate grid. This is about quadrants. So all you have to do when you get this, when it's about quadrants, is think about right now they put A, B somewhere here. They don't tell you the numbers. It's not about the actual numbers. It's just about when you have quadrant 1 and quadrant 2, everything in quadrant 2 would be what? It's just talking about the actual X and Y. So everything in quadrant 2 would be a negative and then a positive. Everything in quadrant 3 would be a negative and a negative. And then everything in quadrant 4 would be a positive and a negative. So that's how you're matching those up. So this one should be negative AB. This one should be negative A, negative B, and then this should be A, negative B. It's just knowing where your quadrants are at. Anybody confused? All right. Are you guys confused? Can I move on? Okay. All right, Venom the man. All right, so who's Venom? Venom, who are you? I don't know who. All right, Jakari. All right, so over here, go to number 41. Make sure you're on, number 42. This is A, B, positive A, positive B. They're not talking about numbers. They're just saying if you were to put a number there, would your X be positive or would your X be negative? Okay. So if we look over here, we always start at 0. If you go this way, everything this way is positive. Everything up is positive. So this would be positive A, positive B. If you go this way, your X, since we're going to the left, would be negative. So your A would be negative, and then your Y would be going up. So that's positive. This is 42. If you go in this section, everything to the left is negative. So your A is negative A, and then everything down is B, negative B. And then if you go anywhere in this section, it would be positive and then negative B. All right. I'm going to move on. 42, 46. All right, for 51, go to 51. This one's find the missing factor. We've done one like this. All you have to do is 30 plus, this is 51, 30 plus 12 equals. You can work backwards on this. All you have to do is just see, remember distributive property. What could we multiply? What could we put here that we multiply 5 by that would give us 30, but also if we multiply 2 by would give us 12. What would be the common factor there? 6. Good job. Should just be 6. This was number 51. Whoever asked for this, are you good on that? That's 51. 42. Okay. 33. All right, for 33, whoever said 33. Jeffrey's brother Max is 5 years older than twice Jeffrey's age. Write an expression that represents the relationship of Max's age in terms of Jeffrey's age. For 33, let me know what you guys got. I'm only doing a couple more and then we'll be done, guys. This is not due tomorrow. This is just making sure that whatever the ones that you don't understand, you know it before tomorrow for FSA. So I'm only doing a couple more. For 33, what'd you guys get? All right, I'll do 3 more. What'd you guys get for 33? All right, 62 and 40. All right, whoever wrote the equal sign, that alone right there, you should know is wrong because it says equal. This asks for an expression. I am on 33. I'm looking for expressions, guys. All right. Should be 5 plus 2j. It can be in any order. Could be 2j plus 5. Any of those are fine if you wrote the times. I just don't write the times. These are ones that you just read. Jeffrey's brother Max is 5 years older. So that's where we got our plus 5. Then twice Jeffrey's age. That's 2 times j. It tells you to put j. All right, good job. All right, 62 and then 40. All right, for 62, this is unit rate. Unit rate is 1. Make sure it represents the rate of one item, okay? So what'd you guys get for 62? Usually unit rate should have the words per, or obviously unit rate, but usually it's per. So if you look for that word per, it's usually there. Should be C. All right, Sarah ate 1 cookie. That's not relating it to anything. Sarah is driving 16 miles. Sarah is driving 30 miles per 1 hour. That's letting us know that every 1 hour she's driving 30 miles. And then Sarah ate 3 crackers and 1 apple. They're trying to confuse you by putting 1 apple, but don't let it confuse you. It has to be related to each other. So something per 1, something per. It has to have like 2 items involved in it. All right, what else? 62, 40. I already did 40. Whoever just asked for 40. With this one, I told you that wherever the library is on 40, it has to intersect a direction the park is going in and the school is going in. So you would go 5 blocks away from the park, you would go up 5 blocks, 5 units, and then 6 blocks away from the school. So then you would go 6 units to the left away from the school. Once you do that, they will intersect somewhere. I know the graph is small. All right, 60. Tom knows that in his school out of 10. Okay. So this is one I would break down. It's saying that out of 10, out of, all right, so 10 out of every 85 students are left-handed, okay? Then it's saying there are 391 students in Tom's school. So for this, what you want to do before you even start, we know there's 391, but the ratio they gave us was 10 out of 85. So what you want to do is take this 391 and divide it by what? This is 60. And divided by what? We're on number 60. Number 60. Are we dividing it by 10 or something else? $85. You're dividing it by 85, not 10, because 10 is related to 85. And right now we're not there yet. We first have to figure out how many 85s are in 391. So you want to go ahead and do 391 divided by 85. And whatever number you get, which I believe it's a decimal, you want to multiply it by 10. That's when you want to multiply it by 10. Let me check. Yeah, it gives you a really long decimal. So that was kind of a, oh, no, it doesn't. 85. 4.6. It gives you 4.6. And then you do times 10. So you should get 46. Good job. Are you guys using calculators? Or you really had this one already? Okay. All right, are we done? Is there anything else? I did all the questions you guys asked. Is there anything else? All right, Alexandra, you can go. Chase, you can go. If you have nothing else, you guys can go. Chase, go. You can go. What do you have, Jakari? 55. All right, Mia, you can go. If you're done, you can go. Go to sleep. See you guys tomorrow. I'll be there early. Remember, 50 points. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. All right, 55, 59. All right, 59. Let's do 59. Okay. All right, these are really easy. 59. When you go to 59, remember when we did charts, the key with this, bye. All right, bye, bye, bye. With 59, if you need 59, stay on. If you don't, go ahead and go. I'm going to do 55 next. Just go ahead and go if you're done, though. So 20. All right, when you have charts, bye, Sydney. When you have charts, the left side is X and the right side is Y. I'm sorry, Y. All right, so you're going to go ahead and do this point is going to be 20, 2. This point is going to be 40, 4. This point is going to be 60, 6. And then this point is going to be 80, 8. And then you're just going to plot it. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and plot it. And these are your X's, these are your Y's. You'll go to X. So let's say 20 was here. You'll go to 20 first and then up to 2. Then you do the next one, 40 and then up to 4. 60 and then up to 6. Bye, Melina. Do you guys got this? Remember, left side is X, right side is Y. Okay. I'll do it. That's 59. All right, 55. That was 59. Do we got this? Are we good? All right, I'm going to do 55. All right, 55 is 4 over 5 divided by Jakari, 8 over 7. This is just keep, change, flip. Division of fractions, keep, change, flip. Okay? So you'll do 4 over 5 times 7 over 8. And then you'll just solve it. Are we good? Whoever asked for 55? You can stay on till you finish your packet, but I'm not staying on till you finish your packet. Anybody confused on this one? Okay. All right, 56. All right, I'm going to do 56. Now, when you get this, keep in mind, this is going to be 28 over 40. That is not simplified. All right? So keep that in mind. That's not simplified. You got to simplify that. And I would start off by something easy to simplify it. All right, 56. Did somebody ask for 56? All right. 2 1/4 divided by 1/2. It's the same concept. It's still keep, change, flip. But you have to turn them. Right now, they're mixed numbers. Turn them into improper fractions. So 4 times 2 is 8. Oh, so we don't need 56. Somebody does need 56. Okay, 4 times 2 is 8. Plus 1 is 9. So 9/4. And then 5 times 1 is 5. Plus 2 is 7. 7/5. And then you're going to do keep, change, flip. All right, so 9/4 times 5/7. And then you'll solve it going straight across. Allison and whoever else asked for this one, are you good? Do you understand this one? Okay. All right, 57. Okay. A rectangular plot of land has an area of 3 seconds square. Come on, no length. All right, with this, when they give you, first of all, an area, the fact that they tell you it's a rectangle, we know that area equals length times width. So you can use algebra to solve this, but it's a little late to kind of figure out algebra. So we're gonna use, let's see if we can just kind of guess it. The area, we're gonna go ahead and put what they give us. The area is 3/2 equals, the length is 3/4 times the width. All right, we're actually gonna have to do, yeah. We can't, one time we guess it, we can't guess this. You're gonna have to actually do the math. All right, so let's go ahead and solve it. So we have 3. All right, this is what we have. For 57, we know that the area is 3/2. We know that the length is 3/4, and that we know that the width is going to be multiplied by the length to give us the area. So we need to solve for the width, okay? That means we're going to go ahead and isolate this W. How would we isolate the W? How do we get rid of anything attached to the W? That 3/4 is attached to it through multiplication, so keep that in mind. What are we going to do to get rid of it? Good job, divide. All right, so we're going to do 3/4 divided by 4/3. You're going to do keep, change, flip. And what do we get, guys? Two. Should be 2. Are we done? We need anything else? 24. Susie buys a salad for $5 and it's given. All right. Susie buys a salad for $5.12 and is given $14.18 as change. Which equation represents how much she had? Represents the situation if X is the amount she had before the salad. So you just bring out what you know. This is number 24. We know that She bought the salad and it was $5.12. We know that she was given $14.88 back. So this is going to be which operation? Does $5.12 times her total give you $14.88? No. Does X minus $5.12 give you $14.88? What would be the answer, guys? This is something, just play it in your mind. If you went to the grocery store and you brought something for $5.12 and you got change, would it be division? Think about it. You just bought something. You gave them whatever you had. Let's say you gave them a $20 bill. Should be B. Shouldn't be division. I think this one you guys are overthinking. So let's say you had $20 and the salad costs $5.12. You're going to subtract that from your total to figure out what was your change. I'm not saying it was $20. I'm just saying what the total was. Okay? It's not division. It's not multiplication. Just think about it when you go to the store and buy something. All right, 23. What else did you say? 23, 43. All right, 43. 43. It says that this is 0, X is here. It really just says where to put negative X at. If this is positive X, where would be once a long time ago I told you guys that this right here, this sign right here, does mean negative, but it also means the opposite of, okay? So if you ever see this sign, it just means opposite of whatever's there. So the opposite of X, where would this go? Just exactly on the other side. Match it up. Do we get it? This sign stands for opposite of. It also stands for negative, so don't confuse yourselves. Okay. I already did 57. 31 and 37. Okay. Alyssa Tense. Hold on, let me read it. All right, so just put yourself in this, guys. 31 and 37. For 31, she goes to a football game. Let's say you go to a football game, and at every football game, you buy a bottle of water for 75 cents, and then you buy a candy bar for 90 cents. So every game, you're going to buy a bottle of water that's 0.75, and then candy that's 0.95. Select all expressions that represent the amount of money in dollars Alyssa spent after attending 6 football games. All right. So 6. What do we have? Shouldn't be division. What do we have, guys? Shouldn't be division. You're always going to buy a 75-cent bottle of water and a 90-cent candy bar. So you're always going to spend that. So those two should always be addition. And then if you go to 6 games, you should be multiplying that by. So this could be one right here. Our 75-cent candy bar, our 90-cent water bottle. And then because we went to 6 games, we would multiply this total by 6. Okay. It is not distributed. It is. We're just asking what's the answers. So it wouldn't be A because we wouldn't multiply these by each other. Would it be B? It would be B. B would be an option. C would be an option because they just broke it up and then did 6 times 75, which you can, and then 6 times 90. So I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's distributive property. So that's an option. D is not an option and E is not an option. So it should be B and C. The candy bar and the water bottle should be added together and then multiplied by the games. So however, they either multiply them separately or they add them together. All right, 31. What else you said? 31. Anahi, what was the other one you said? 31 and 37. All right. All right. 37. Did you say 37? All right, just with 37 really quickly. All right, it says from least to greatest. So before you can even do it, you want to make sure that you get the absolute value of these numbers. Okay, because these are absolute value signs. So don't try to do them with apps. So this would be positive. You're not comparing the numbers inside, you're comparing the actual absolute value. So 2.25, you're going to use 3, you're going to use positive 2.5, and then 0. So from least to greatest would be 0. Then you would go to 2.25, then 2.5, and then 3. Do not compare the absolute values. You will get it wrong because if you're looking at the negative numbers, obviously, who put negative 3? Oh, I didn't see negative 3. You're right. Negative 3. I didn't see it. Negative 3. Good job, Alexandra. Negative 3 is the smallest number. Negative 3, 0, 2.25, 2.5, and then 3. All right, 38. Select the city that has the greatest elevation and the city and which city is furthest from the sea level. All right. All right, so the highest elevation would also obviously be the one that was highest up. So that would be positive 600. Let me go ahead and just show it out. Go ahead. Bye, Tyron. Okay, it would look like this. Use vertical number lines when you're trying to do these actual elevation problems. So 0 is always sea level. 600 would be way above 80. So 600 would be the highest elevation. If you go underneath, if it's talking about the furthest from the sea, okay, let me explain this. This is the highest elevation, but this is also the furthest from the sea level. So you would actually put highest elevation and then furthest from the sea level. All right. All right. Anybody confused? Are we good? We're done. Are we good? 58. All right. For that one, for 58, you have to get the ratio, the unit rate first, okay? And then you'll be able to figure that out quickly. 2 and then 6. And the only way you're going to get the unit rate for that is by using the only thing they gave you. I need help on the decimal division. Okay. All right. All right, so 2 to 5. So what you're going to do is to get the unit rate of the actual blue paint to the green paint, you're just going to divide. So this will give you 2.5. I'm sorry, it'll give you 1 to every 2.5. So that means if you have 4, you'll just multiply by 2.5 to get this. If you have 6, you'll get multiplied by 2.5 to get this. I'm sorry. This is ratio. This is 2 to 5. This will be 4. You're just going to double it. 4 to 10. Yes, we did 30. All right, guys, we're done, right? We're done. We did 38. 31. We did 31 already. All right, we're done. Karen, hold on, Karen, what do you need? Did we do 38? Karen, you can replay it. We did 38 about 5 minutes ago, okay? Who needs help on dividing decimals? All right, if you're dividing decimals, if it's decimals on both ends, just move this over once because you got to get rid of the decimal on the outside, and then move this over once. But if you have to move it over twice, move it over twice. You have to move it over 3 times, move it over, okay? Now, if you just have like a whole number on the outside and decimal in here, you're not moving anything over. All you're going to do is just bring the decimal straight up and then start dividing. 2 goes into 3 once, and then blah, blah, blah. So that your decimal is going to be part of your answer. All right? That wasn't a number. I was just saying if you have a decimal. That wasn't a number. All right. Yes, we are done. 54, Cody. Hold on. Cody, that's division. That's 15 into 2,925. That's long division. You just start off, use your multiples chart, just start off. 15 goes into 29. Once, you would just keep going. Okay? And then bring it down, next number, keep going. I would have a multiples chart first. All right, the square root 54. We're done. And then let me see that one, Allison. Allison, 61 is part over whole equals percent over 100. I already did that one. Go back in the video and look at it. I already did it. But it's set up like this. Yes, we're done. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning if you have last minute questions. And I will give everybody credit who came on. So make sure you put your name. Don't put your first and last name. Just put your first name and then the section number. And I'll give you credit for it. All right, guys. Bye. Oh, look, Cody, you were on the whole time. Bye, Lana. Bye, Valeria. Muppet, Puppet, Tuppet. I'll see you, yeah. Bye, Nicholas. Bye, Alexandra. Oh, that's Gabriel. Bye, Gabriel. Bye, Ava. Bye, Georgiana. All right, bye. Oh, Cody. Good job, Cody. Proud of you. I thought you were playing video games. Bye, Daisy. All right, you guys have all your names? We're done putting our names or we're good? Remember, do not put your head down tomorrow. Do not put your head down tomorrow. Gabriel, we'll see. We'll see. All right, bye, guys.